Immediate, Madam Akosia Sewa, Lumba had to die. Akosia Sewa to walk free. Lumba had to suffer. Akosia Sewa had to go to say a kuno allegedly. See me and call he deserved everything that was done to him that day. Lumba has never been considerate of the feelings of Emma. Thankfully, Omomudi Odo Broni China so ye geja womo because of Suba Broni. Asha was sem. Omo send said omo vagina koma mema. Omo so ye omo nyina no anim guase taretare omo gina ye jare womo. Odo Broni eni gie de eni gie. Wo beji property se wo wiase biara. Odo Broni eni gie you will never have it. Ana ebi kura de japade no benya. But I pray and say ube ware obema foforo. No so de na adwena ye dey. E beatiu age niam ni nyina afri wonsem.
All right, ebusia mo bi akwa ba Ghcelebs TV so ebusia. Mami my friend Sallyman. I know den sem kakra do gudwa. According to Mami Sallyman o kira. On the beginning no that the lumba we ni dey na ye ne ya. But sisi ano based on how judge no judge that the lumba no court case no war. Court no. Sisi ade that the lumba no wo na wo nda bi. Ono Sallyman so wakasa ye ne ya pan de a. Na o dada no ho ada nyame. Sisi ye ne dan kasangasa. Na ewu na that the lumba we no pe they are no hu no na wo say am pass that the lumba wu. That the lumba no wu na wu nimpo de. To ono hu ne say efun ka so wu ya like ewu ya chan de awu yi. Na that the lumba no wu na wu no so. Na wo say wu for freedom ebe ba ma mami akosia sewa cause utie nsema ekọ so a time that lumba wu ya utie nsema ekọ so na say that lumba no mami akosia sewa no obre won nsa no wankasa but now I say bro for no kro can say camouflage mami kan camouflage binim se meti but we ti akoyet me na that lumba I say camouflage bi no oye let's say omo treat mami no inside no be bonyo ma baby e was odi obi din de e hye no wa hyeda no ode e mami ni din abehye wonti nipa adwen ba so cheze that lumba nan kasa wo hwe hawa no oye ne ne ma na wuti mami ne nsam wa keka ne mu na that lumba ni sunipa boni ni yankasa de ebi mbada according to Sallyman watch la ono wanya information bi kura na e chese ono se ne cousin bi o se den krampo na that lumba person wo ne cousin no osan ema lady ne woman no ntino sisi ewu na that lumba ewu no mami akosia se wa mama ne ha no kura ejapade no zumpo opa mo nko ho se koye ono Sallyman nko no wonko obe wohoro na nsafiri no wode ejapade ni nyina ma Odo Broni eyi no so de opa momba ne mba ne de so ntime nkyire omo hwe ne mba ne pa omo mbra ba ono maami akosia se wa no se oye ono a nko no eyi no opa omba na sisi ade esi ne so de like encourage maami ne say opempa on twere book on twere book na on 90 stories no like sisi current one good ones kakra yenim father lumba ho na abetodwa on 90 all the more treated that lumba more treated no on 90 o book no on ton na that lumba ho nsem ense kra na sa Odo Broni ne de on chen according to Sallyman no kira Odo Broni no on chen de on why na won adwen se wadi nkunim e bra ye frɛ ne bre pan de si bi o mo kan brofo bi se kamai se bechi no kama benya no se ijapade na obenya ni nyina se anhire na anhye mfiri ni nsema obenya be ma bi a obesan obefa na be ma no be yusu na adwen ade ama ono Odo Broni no waji bi bia afiri ni nsem abisu mpa ma de Sallyman abọ na adwen o kira team legal wife team legal wife na team legal wife on de shout out to mu nyina no wie no se team Odo Broni for no team Odo Broni for ni nyina mu nyina suba abọ ne nko suba bone munyina almost munyina ye jama ware based on mon kwasi asema mudi bitise mo send mu notes ni ade e de man ko for di jiska san kwasi ade na mudi ni nti no nti na mudi Odo Broni achi na munyina nso de sibia wedding kin akese Odo Broni nchen no mo nso sa mo nchen mo nso mo mreba ebusuan show de Sallyman abobi aguo aburu ndua kakra hyem obi wa kana adwen ka de wa onim star Sallyman tie o kira that lumba na nkasa ewu na wawu no like they are na was a so chance and wu we na nke was eba Message also come on ya kuti in zema Sallyman e de agudwa. Ghcelebs TV first time nia. Message also share subscribe no asa like ya mama.
Okay, say ya baha, I think it's a Thursday mboa. Say ka say
yeah baha Thursday and you be doing come before the judgment.
Yeah, train verdict na ma verdict aba. But verdict na anya no kware. Te say de o ka ho asam no na embra no eye enipa na hyehyɛ. Nti when it's time to shoot their narrative, I'm bet me a twist it. I'm gonna save it and shoot your narrative. But one thing, and then me per se, yenya consolation. If you say, I'm glad Lumba died.
Tell us why.
First, pa no na me so I didn't Lumba wu, but I'm glad say Papa ne wu. Say beya, mamia kusia se wa benya ni peace of mind. Lumba died so that the woman can actually see herself again as a woman. Because he was a constant reminder of the sacrifices and the pain I know I go through. No, it is a well, no. That's when you be my say you don't see the pain. Time no pain no will go. It's immediate. I sit here and I say I'm glad he died. And I'm glad he suffered before he died. Because no one can say why they was so brave. Or like 15 years. Say, why won't you suffer?
But must you say that?
I am saying that
for the sufferation part.
No. He needed to go through that because you see, you can't cause people pain and expect to say what you say. We will be okay. You can't cause people pain and expect to say you'll be fine. Because from every indication, your system, your tradition, near the no, and warrior, hima, and warrior in a sense, say, why a traditional marriage in a way, no, because say, Titino, and I yet no, Bema meboa. Ba no akonebusia ho akoye investigation I should say yare owo ana edawo nyama bia wo mu ansa said oba ne sitie na oba waka say oh mehu flower bi ofie ha ana mpesa me yedai me plug it. The fact is say o shemba nyina wo wiase nyina no oba wo hima wo do ano no e kire say waka wona akoma mu say oba dedicated to you. That's what it means. It's whether traditionally whether legally Obia warrior, no woman, born of a woman, has the right. So because so babe kotare hon. Obia justify, court to justify, say, traditionally, or warrior in 90, like, or warrior in 2010. Bayenshe, I ben ya warrior madabakusia sewa. Warrior 1991. It's 19 years after the marriage. Now cry better hon. Why are we not talking about that? Why are we not talking about say you're so wrong to say or be a worry? No, but why are we not talking about that? But rather no, I say Endra Dazi TV I think guy na well channel ne Diana no or interview lawyer Kusino.
Okay.
He says something say everybody is looking at the half of their glass.
Yes.
What I say?
Yes.
But a former in Swani France Ushieguma. If she was here na about half, nobody is looking at that.
Yeah.
And I thought it was so profound. Say, boy, need to be nyasa say we are looking at and so half na bedroom no. Na down no san bedroom half for this way. What are we talking about it? Why are we not talking about that? Because if we baby ne bedroom baby. 19 years of sacrifice. Utien kofo semwa. Oni da lumba nyana na eye nkrata. Na so se lumba dwum boninti ne krata no sa anyeye. Anyeye mo betena Ghana. Obetena Ghana sister ni nya ne de. No de be ware o. Ko no Nyankopɔ pɛ se wo kire ne se. Wonye ni papa. Eti so oba ne boa no humiliate no. Also oba ne boa na humiliate no. How can you so be a ware? What kind of wasem? There's no single and you my bar a bar woman. I could say where first. There's no new. It is Adiana na wu yen yasena wu prano or them. No should have a bonum wabonte for us to see say you are a good husband. You deserve to die. A wona lumbe wuno. E was wu not akosia sewa enya liberation. Because my no sister, those who are so far. What is said now ya 3 days ago? Me call me uncle ho. Say lumba kwa osabe di. Me cousin. Echi. I know person me cousin the crowd woman.
102.9.
What you say, that was his lifestyle. That was the person that he was. By a shielding. All because say, I could say one who said he was her investment. It won't be cancer and say investment. That was her greatest mistake. That was her many greatest mistake. And oba me catch say your tradition any ade no afeli ko bema ko chiti said your boss oh bema de and what's what na oba ba ko ho bema de sa no yakopɔ bo obema so won chiti e he fa ne ba say Adam chiti ye onyakopɔ bo ba ni bema. So what are you talking about?
I know the man Beka say na how I pen the ohundra.
Hello tia sa no onyakopɔ bo no.
That's what they would say though.
Sa no onyakopɔ bo no. Ano nyakopɔ ma Adam die no yi ne mfe mpario ana ode ye de ode bo Eve eti be ma bia be ware oba bibi free wo ho asa no ware oba no eti oba de say we hold in high esteem. The fact that we are not talking about the 19 years obi betare ho no, that is where the challenge is. That is where the challenge is. I mean pa me ni madam akosia say wa aka me hokoro mensa every bia who dia mo Odo Broni if you say no the happiness and say all cause another woman pain. That's what she thrives on. It's a me mama no ke ye ne member what you say me mofra dia of a friend say age on person mo ba
take a
decision to come but me member in fact e japade do me mama me ba no ma no mo fa ma no but they me dey brain nya come fa the crown contest one fa.
Really?
Yes, and I wouldn't. You know why? Because bear man and they say, oh, no. No. That's the plain, simple words. Any day. No, Missy, and you me day. What you say? Even 2019, and we worry. Odo Broni, allegedly, no. What grantee interview, no. And the dossier. What's the year back?
He said it.
What can I say the back up? It is a when you're shameless. I can man what denounce you denounce so much. I can know be pray home. And for be and pray home. Dear Madam Akosia say wa Lumba had to die. Akosia say wa to walk free. Lumba had to suffer. Akosia say wa had to go to say no allegedly see me and call he deserved everything that was done to him that day. I'm not considerate. Lumba has never been considerate of the feelings of Emma. He has never been considerate of Emma. Say me kasache okwan ono na sati tutugu na enkofo asum say na ware no court no na ye fake. Say wonwa Bema okopo ba, okope vagina ewrem.
Men are capable.
Bema okope vagina as young as 16, 17 ewrem.
Niense so kan nyina.
Nyina obeka bi wo wiase.
Ohima,
obeka. No ba chimifo no so obefa no so no. Na so wagye edi. Oba na wagimi a wadwene wo fom no. Na so wagye edi. Ana wode na ewu ma, na wode na ewu ma. Ana wode na me say, wonim say verdict ne baaye no. Verdict ne baaye no hima enkofo efre me. They don't know we said the advocacy people were actually listening.
Yeah, very well. And majority of the people wanted the other side.
Exactly.
Or they wanted a different.
Exactly.
I mean, like decision. I don't know why.
Me say
a few people.
Because no,
yeah. And I fall majority of the people were all waiting to hear that Akosia say, "Wow, the wishes is granted, glorified as the wife."
All the people that are supporting a friend is Akosia say, Odo Broni.
Even undercover because they are ashamed of what they are supporting on any moral ground, any moral basis.
They didn't see better. Those people supporting Odo Broni, in their homes, they never saw better. What I say? It does so my mamenom, Edin Krofo Kunumachi. And I say, what I say, almost sister, so they didn't see anything growing up. Into what they know is that you can be a side piece and be comfortable with it. But Oba, so your bar. No, your ban on where fair or bar what why can't you also have your own man? It's a moment in the chin in Narano. What yes, and then I saw some young girls on a TV station jubilating. Omaniaje. Sa Akosia Sewa is being humiliated. Beba mo so. Beba mo maso. Amaye mo ya.
Ubenya betu de nyeduabo.
Beba mo so.
Da weni mo twa.
What you say? And there are certain people that are same way by ya. I'm cool with them. I'm beginning to question say whether or not I should ever associate be cool with them. Because me no, my foundation in a Bible based principle. Na me de tena we ase. It will be a based in Ibeno. You can never be my friend. And I was questioning somebody that said, I don't a side chick. Because the way that the person spoke, I thought that the person was a level-headed person. What you say, who say, but every other person is not saying better. Every other pakrano, ni papa, a funny man, it won't. Papa biya day.
I say, and the sad part of it, you're normalizing Niama can yes. You know, but I'm not surprised that people die too young.
Of course.
What a shock. Young girl, 23 years, 31, 27,
Because of Sanya.
Unfortunately, when they die, they don't come back to tell. What's
I say?
And I'm sure it is because on social media, from the courts and our grounds, and I hear people saying that, hey, this time, of course,
it's a Bible kind. Bible can say, yeah. People are heartless. Or just a to the bad dia obe feeling. But a to be an ordinary idea obe feeling. So me, I want Madam Akosia Sewa to take consolation from the fact say the man died so that she can live a peaceful life. Because want to mean build you be. What you say?
Yeah.
Na so anani bibi. The family ni betray Akosia Sewa. The family members including Mama Noa, sister Noa, a friend say, Enesina, including her, Akosia Brempoma, because she revelations be a buyer Noa. What you say? Almost so normalize it, say, oh, side check is you better me the Nakasa.
And of course, would you say, whoever that is supporting the other side, has something to gain.
Yeah.
But the rightful woman, no, yes, so supporting her, rightfully now, so she decides to give you something or not.
Yeah.
But here the lady knows that no.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, here more lobby.
Yep.
Now Amana Sabe, you're waiting us. Yep. A percentage.
Yes.
One more bed. So I'm not surprised.
Thankfully, Omomudi Odo Broni China so ye geja womo because of Subam Bonnie. Asha was sem. Almost said vagina come mema. Almost so yeah, nyina no anim guase taretare vagina ye jare wo mo. Eti how would they know better? How would they know better? They wouldn't. What you say? And me, one of the things growing up say, me making me who say, obi owokunu. Why say me who say or the same na me no matter baby I met drew because it downplays the principle of Mimi uphold. It downplays it. It is a wound what Bakono di was no. What did person mention? I say later you got to know. And when you got to know, what did you do with it? It's Ohima Lumba had to die for Akosia Sewa to be liberated. Lumba had to die. Sebi Akosia Sewa and who pain. I want for almost 30-something years of her life. I want her to take consolation because when baby, Andra, Ay3hu Modi. Is it Ay3hu Modi, right?
Yeah, Ay3hu Modi. She loves the boy.
Yes. She says something for the first time.
I realized people commented and said, no, for the first time, yes. She love is making a lot of positive.
Because what she said, they say who couldn't break the sanctity, right? Yeah. Sanctity of your marriage.
Yeah.
Constantly. What you say? No, the baba. At a point, you will say, unim, the opebia onye.
What brand?
Onye.
Even though, you don't bother much about what.
Because said you sit here, say, would you
it will not be worth it.
It concentrate on your kids. And I feel, say, Aisha couldn't have put everything that you said.
Sister. Must we say a man or mobile trainer or munti a janumuja ye? Now, mammy had to suffer alone to take care of parents and all that.
Yes.
na your papa no mo chele at the time. Obefa ma 1 2 3 ni bia be wo ni ade. Na say later about bedru say the title keke this one that we are talking, it not be anything, it be just the title as a woman who has stood over the years as a wife, gone through all the challenges our rear your film. Obi awari bia related to what we are discussing. I just obi awari
any baby mamas, no.
Of course, they don't have that.
They don't exactly.
They don't
because they are okay.
So arguments, it is because they have not experienced it. They have not. If they have, they would understand Akosia Sewa. They would and they will not just make unnecessary condemnation of calling her irresponsible.
Are you serious? That's the thing I want to say. Irresponsible. Like seriously, we are a joke. I'm telling you, we are not serious. Odo Broni, property we are Odo Broni, you will never have it. And now every crowd Japadi Nubenya, but I pray and I say Ube Waru Obama for no so did not deny a day. A beat you, Ajenia money in every sem. You will never be happy. Causing that woman pain. You will never be happy because not Nanikuro and our bar, whether traditionally or legally. Say a friend say Ohima say worry legally. CSC 2004 no worry. Meboa. Yeah. Ewo embremu. Ewo Germany. Let's say 21 years. And a son ye canwa. You see a worry Odo Broni time bay. 2010. Allegedly. It's it. Worry even what now worry in na buy and son out your neighbor. There's no justification for that. It's every single pain that you are causing a year. Akosia say wano. Odo Broni, you will face it 10 million times. And the sad no but that won't pass. Abonsa no can say adia me de mami because with him she was just looking on go ya catch us or call beba
exactly my point because no what him say akwa ba dey foforo obekwa aba now so abrase 2018 o decide this will be jai be man and go nya obi eso ni musa mame jiwa japade half ne ko kasa abrei Odo Broni be eno na yam from so a Akosia se wa ya eye me yama
na wonim se ye ka kire ne se sa na aware tie
eye me yama ma no pa
oba uka so obeja o uja ya ko he na se one Charles
obrego ya o
obeba o Charles di obeba sa de se nko
obeba no asan be bonyo fofra
asama what ya se fupomi na wo de
ya me la Charles
friend say eye Charles Kojofos otina hoyi wo hye man mi enu a from omo wake to omo ntade shim it tells you say he was a terrible human being.
Why?
Now lumbedi awaji ne ho kire ne yire
what ya say we na yire no mo
no yire no a what ya say
e na de ya force ya ka ho
na wo hye Odo Broni na wo hye mame Akosia say wa omo depict obi a
lumbayire no sa wo ho just en kase ye hu shepe
bacha wa hu despite yire
bacha de
maybe wa hu despite yire wa hu kwadwantwe yire okay mame brown the level of the musicians wa hu kwadwantwe yire wa hu ma Mary that Amachi de yire
yeah
wa hu Amachi de is one manner me salute no Amachi de no matter what ne yire oba Mary ma Mary sa na kwadwantwi eso so oba meboa Rocklin
yeah
won fani ndi agro so mu wo side pieces bi mpokra no a they will let you know say where there then na abre shame on that Lumba and I'm glad he's dead.
Well, according to Sallyman, on reaction towards verdict anano efiada mode aba besesa ne amam wo kroma sese obi amfa ne hunyim se kawa no fa so he papa bia na eja manu aba haban wo wi ase enti Sally then and you're done, right?
Yes, I'm done.
You've made it
and I made sure say
yeah
ma
e man na ware no to omo for ma me
what it is say me I feel say
yeah
sanyama we nyina e kire say don't make a man your all because they are not doing the same for you. aware na wotena mu no me tell say me mofra.
I love your tree though.
What you say? Me tell me mofra. In as much as say be a bema be ya de ama wo mo no. Me akasa me ye bi ma wo mo. Because bema onya ko boss route to agon bia ba akwa. Forget professor wo mbofra.
O sia okrada.
What you say? Be forget
mo kra na hi.
Oh sir, I'm working.
My
say
lord.
Be ya metumi an ye bi.
I love you, Sally.
Ama me mofra. Say be ya so okoju oba foforo bi achi a. Ya me ka say enkura no kra no.
Wonu ni sisi mu no ade hia na at that point.
So ho sir. Enti no ana me so no. When you are able to build something for your own self, bema wu kra pressure pade ho.
Exactly.
Pressure pade ho. What you say? Ana ye no so ekita Bible no. What we know ni say, sanya ma we nya ka kitwa bi.
Yeah.
Na free ho. To pray ho. Ti madam akosia say wa, me so minim so wo Germany fie wo few things I only that the lumba ye. Take consolation in the fact say you built a man that later became ungrateful. You built a man. What you say? We are seeing you idolize it. Na because of wo wuntino. What you say? Wo boni odi aye wuntino. Oda ho yare so fire. You should be grateful. You should be grateful, say. No, but unim boni aye no. Obi wi ade a, se ebunu mu owu.
Yeah.
Enye na ketia na wanya wo ho no.
Yeah.
Asa no nyankopon aketia so beba no. Wanya na ketia wo ho, o se boni aketia ne den. Wo.
Okay.
But what did I mention? I say, 80 lumbe chia ne boni a what na wiase so ne day. Eka. 80 emma because from the little that I've gathered, Lumba was everything for Akusia Sewa. Everything for Akusia Sewa.
Yeah.
It's don't make a man everything of your life. Live your life.
Na se BBC.
A vow.
Yeah.
He's a human being. He can break it.
Exactly.
Say beya.
Timenya ukunu wadi.
No.
So bibia ni mu.
Ada wo ye nipa.
Investment to be.
What you say? Ni mu.
Be careful.
Because owua.
Surprises to me
aba. Be show say you are not the only person in Pokro de wawo. And all the people supporting Akusia Sewa shall be well with you. Because mama no.
Amen.
Amen. Unim adia ba ko so am pese wo ye.
Omo ye nipa o obi o support Akosia Sewa bia.
Unim adia am pese me pese o hema wo ye.
Yeah.
Me pese o sa true book. Title Akosia Sewa.
It won't be bad at all.
Na sika na wa lusi wo. Be ma osisifo na wa wu no ho no.
Oncha ye ntiremu.
Ka wo onchiremu.
Na we are saying
no so mfam building ho up.
Great. A very solid one.